showdown. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll go to the ground. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10 playoff positioning. All the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Anderson wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Firing to the right, complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Buys a little time. And he was winding his way all over the backfield, staying alive, and finally he goes down. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Makes the catch, he's got enough. At the 40, there he goes. The expressway is wide open. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Clemson.
And man, that play looked a little bit too easy. Fourth down, big situation. You got to get up on these receivers and make it difficult. He gets the football right away, gets all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. Just about set to kick it away. He's going to bring it out from deep. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Clem.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's caught inside the 25. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, trying to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact.
This D coordinator, man, he will take sacks any way he can get them. They weren't able to get it right off the bat, but tremendous job pursuing. Nice speed. Everybody keeping their eye on the QB. They're able to force him out of bounds and create that negative play.
Now on second down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking for space. It's Van Dyke. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Hurricanes headed quickly to the line. On third down, he drops to throw. Had to throw it before he wanted. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be fourth down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. It's good.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete on the right side. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And they made the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's going to run it. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
That's so frustrating. I got you in the perfect situation. I get you in 3rd and long, more predictable. I know it's going to be a pass, and then Houdini pulls the rabbit out of the hat, makes something happen, scrambles around, gets the first down. Goodness gracious, this guy is so good.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and they forced the incompletion.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Quarterback keeps it. Keeps it himself and gets the first. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets hyped. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Anderson will throw. Lets it fly. Intercepted. Taking it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Second and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. Moving out of the pocket. He'll throw one to his right. And it's caught inside the 30. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
And the Tigers trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Clemson is quick to the line. Needs to get it in the end zone on third and goal. Now rolling to the left. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
That is how it's done. It's go time in the red zone. Third and goal. We need a sack, need a big play. That was a monster sack by the defense. Let's go.
That is no good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives. Hit the afterburners, kid. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The offense set for a first down play. They're going to open this drive with a pass. They'll run the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
After not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. This Tiger running game starting to show some juice, sort of a C.J. Spiller type of feel.
Yeah, and it doesn't always...
He's looking deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Touch pass on the run. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
Getting some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Clemson jumps to the line. Looking to move it through the air. Coming after him. Takes a hit as he fires. Makes a connection.
That's a great example of him understanding where everybody is on the field, because that wasn't the guy he wanted to throw it to, but he knew he was going to get hit. He had to get rid of it quickly, dumped it off, and he let his guy go make a big play for him.
He'll pull it on the read. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of his QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
And I would use this as a part of my offense, too. When I got a guy like this, I can do the design quarterback runs with, and he can make 10 yards look like it's nothing. I mean, just chews up dirt quickly and gets in the end zone.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Offense set on first down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. The give to the back. At the 35, he's loose. Afterburners coming. The 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Canes. He'll try to tack on one more. And they tack on the extra point to cut the lead to 21-17. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. And he's going to run it back. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
On second down, wants to throw it. He's going to let it go. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Looking for more room. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
This is a designed run. Still on his feet at the 25. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Makes it past the marker. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team if they're having this much success on the ground. It starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, defense has first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
Comes out throwing on first down. He'll get rid of it. Gonna throw it to the right. He's got his man. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
The give is to Smith. There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15. Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got enough space. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. He caught it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. This dude is putting on a show, taking up residence in the end zone by the air and by the ground, in keeping with what Clemson looks for in a quarterback.
Man, this is unbelievable. I mean, you've seen so many great guys run through, and Clemson majors in quarterbacks that can throw, can run, and really be dynamic, and this guy is having himself a day.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And he'll be smacked to the ground.
You know, in the modern era of college football, with everybody throwing it, it becomes harder and harder for running backs to put up big-time numbers. With that last carry, though, this guy's got 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
Quarterback will audible. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
Good job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity on 4th down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your 2-possession lead.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout, he'll take a shot. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, the offense is in that fringe area. This is a place where a lot of coordinators like to take shots. They tried one there, just weren't able to come up with it.
The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time. Fires downfield. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point he was able to come away with the pick.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
Still on the 35-yard line, they'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Anderson wants to throw. Fires one high and deep. And he makes the catch inside the 15. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
The Canes line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be king too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. Give to the big fullback. Touchdown, Miami! And here they come, almost all the way back.
Yeah, and you failed on 1st and 2nd, but on 3rd down, you give it to the big fullback, and he does the rest. Lower the shoulder, lower the pads, run physical, and get in that end zone.
They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game. Little touch pass to the receiver. He gets it in for the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. A run for the quarterback. And the defense knew exactly where that 1st down line was, and they stopped him short. The Tigers will hustle to the line. On fourth down, going to the air. He tries to take the top off. And he reels it in inside the 30. Touchdown, Tigers! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the running back has it. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Clemson 35, Miami 25.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Anderson will throw, using his legs to buy some time. It's complete to the right. This senior quarterback knows how to take a hit and still deliver a completion.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Fires toward the end zone. And the ball is picked off.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Trying to find his man on first down. Hit as he throws. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Smith. Still running at the 40. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Still looking on the move. He'll try to do it himself. At the 40, there he goes. And maybe they try to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another first down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Going up top on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. and the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle box. He knew to throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Right on target this time.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They'll try to power their way ahead. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And the Tigers in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Slips over, and the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confuse the quarterback a little bit, force them to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. A designed run for the quarterback. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Anderson wants to throw. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the 4th quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Feeling some heat. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of at the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. This one's complete. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Clemson is quick to the line. The corners are walked up tight. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You gotta have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense when you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making it work.
And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. Trying to punch it in. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 3rd? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a double? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let him do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. And I got to be honest, I like it.
He's loose at the 15. Running toward the tape. He's inside the 40. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Quarterback checking off. The toss sweep to the right. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Unleashes one deep. It's incomplete. Almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 3rd down.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Hurricane! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
Yeah, and I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
Tackle is made after the 1st down.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because...
Time to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. 2nd and 10 here. Off the play fake. Steps away. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40.
And you know what? You kind of deserve that. Late in the game where you could run the clock out, still throwing the football over the yard. Now this game, it's a long shot. So gave him a little bit of hope.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The toss to the right. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Anderson will throw. Trying to get to it. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the 4th quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, Miami.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Just gets rid of it before the heat. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be...